That's some. That's some. That's the characters, all right. Phone, you need to stop. Phone, you need to stop sending me messages. I said turn off the volume. There we go. Finally. Okay. Let me just share this with our Discord because it doesn't automatically do that with my main channel. I just put this over here. Boop. There we go. Oh, hold on. I gotta share the actual document with you. There we go. Still there, Carrie? Okay, cool. There we go. Now that that's shared, I can minimize Discord. Alrighty then. Ooh, let's get some Pokemon music. Pokemon music. Today we're going with Pokemon anime battle music playlist. Battle soundtrack. Hold on. I gotta fix something. Alright, microphone's fine. There we go. Hold on, gotta crank this up. Okay, Carrie, say something.
Hello.
Let me just adjust your volume real quick. Gotta make sure all the volume's set up. And no one's gonna be able to hear. Let's see. Let's turn you up a little bit. Okay, say something again.
Hello.
There we go. That should do it. Alright. Audio should be set up now. Make my character not be sad. That's nice. Alright. Okay, Carrie, who's gonna start?
I'm still eating something, so you probably can start. I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. So, and no one's really watching it yet, but I'll just bring this up anyway. So basically, I had to go through this entire document is like decades old, so I had to go through and like for some reason over time all the quotes got deleted, and I don't know why. So I had to go through here and painstakingly add in all the quotes. And just for reference, hold on. I'm trying to bring this up. Whoa, word case, more options. Backwards notes. It won't come up. I was hoping I could bring up a count of how many quotes are in this thing, but it doesn't really do that. But there's a lot. There was actually a lot. So yeah, imagine me going through and putting all the quotes in. It was not fun. Okay, so let's get to the story now. Woo. Oh, I should actually bring up... Hold on. Wait. I should actually bring up a certain folder so I can add pictures. Let's see. Where's the folder? Where's that folder? Oh, it's hidden away. It's hidden away. Here it is. Okay, we're actually on this one. Okay, yeah, this should do it. Okay, good. Get that up, get that up, get the story back up. Okay, cool. Alright, now that I got the pictures ready, we can actually start the story. Welcome to Part 2 Adventures in Kanto. Or Kanto, rather. Returning home. I don't know why there's no chapter numbers. That's weird, but at least we have a chapter title. Okay. Okay, is anyone... Okay. Danny hung up the phone, watching his parents' faces fade. At last, it was time to return to his home. The sun had already set, and inside the Pokemon Center, everyone was getting ready to sleep in his or her bunk beds. The sleeping area had brown walls, 2 lines of beds, and a single window. Thanks for the description. Danny and Polly were laughing together about the past and the silly things they had done. It's silly things they had done like a week ago. Without Talon around, Susan was the only one in the group who wasn't part of Danny's family. She felt left out and like she wasn't needed. Polly could see this better than Danny and started whispering in his ear. Susan looks depressed. I think she feels down about not having a family she was born into like us. Oh, I see it now. No problem. I can cheer her up. Hey, Susan! Danny's sudden cry to her took Susan by surprise, and she jumped up a little bit. Okay, this next part is kind of douchey.
Wow, everything in here is Ariel.
It's all Ariel. Look at that. It's all Ariel. A part of your world. Okay, so anyway. I bet we can find your birth family. Yeah, that's a bold claim, isn't it, Danny? I bet we can find your birth family. Polly began knocking her head against a wall. Why did he have to start something he knew he probably couldn't finish? You really think so, Danny? Susan asked. Well, sure, he replied, sounding less sure. Well, sure, he replied, sounding less sure of his own words. Yeah, I don't know why you did this, Danny, you little idiot. Oh, Danny, you're the best. Danny put his hands behind his head, trying to look cool, and Polly sighed. Before they could continue to talk about finding Susan's relations, a familiar face walked into the Pokemon Center that could be seen through the doorway. Hey, look, it's that guy. What's his name again? Danny. Wait a second. Did we? No. Okay, yeah, we are starting here. What's his name again? Danny inquired. Ian, answered the young man. Unlike what he was wearing at the Dragon Den, Ian was now dressed in more casual clothes made of black leather. Ooh.
Ooh, aggressive.
Freaking getting all Matrixy up in here. Claire and Lance.
That hallway scene was so good. Oh.
Everyone remembers the hallway scene. Claire and Lance sent me to make sure you would have a safe trip home. They said. I don't know why I said they said. Well, whatever. I had learned all I could from that place. Now, I suppose it's time for me to move on. I'd just like to point out that he got his butt handed to him by Talon, who just arrived there, and now Talon is learning stuff there. So it's like, why are you leaving?
You need to go up your game, dude.
It's like, it doesn't make much sense, but okay. I mean, there's a way we could have made this work where it's like, Claire's like saying that the next part of my training is going to see the world. That makes sense. That's like, okay, I can get behind that. But to say that he can't learn anymore, that's kind of silly. There's all I could place. Now it's supposed it's time for me to move on. I thought your sword was broken. Danny asked, seeing a handle jutting from behind his back. Oh no! Carrie, you know who this is? It's We Have Talent at Home. That's who this character is. We have talent at home. Nope.
We have talent at home. What are you talking about?
It's like one of those, oh, it's like this thing, but less good. Like when a kid's like, Dad, I want Nintendo. And the dad's like, son, we have Nintendo at home. And it's like, I don't know, Genesis or some other Master System, some other video game system. It's like, it's kind of a joke, like, no, we have this at home, but it's not as good, you know what I mean?
I understood.
That wasn't my sword, it was Claire's. This is mine. Ian slowly withdrew his long, double-edged red sword from its sheath. Wow, Danny awed. Wow! It has been using this in... If I had been using this in the match between myself and Talon, things might have turned out differently. Well, you shouldn't have been using the weak sword, dude. Why are you using the sword from Breath of the Wild? Come on, get your act together. Danny, if we're going to make it home by tomorrow, we have to go to sleep now, announced Polly. Oh. Danny, we're going to make it home tomorrow. We have to go to sleep now, announced Polly, yawning. Like a domino set, after Polly yawned, everyone else started yawning. Each of them started shutting their eyes and falling into a deep sleep. It gets them every time, Polly. It gets them every time, Polly giggled, laying her head down on her pillow. So it was a trick! She tricked them with her yawn!
That was diabolical, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Real was... That's supposed to be groaning, not growing. No, wait, it is supposed to be growing. Real was growing more and more outraged by the fact of his second defeat, but he knew thinking about it would only add to his misery, so he decided to sleep on it. However, it seemed to haunt him even there. He was experiencing a dream. In it, he was king and in control of the whole world! Oh, damn. Some Mr. High and Mighty over here. Not only that, but at his side was Ho-Oh, who he was controlling with a solitary feather that dawned the many colors of the rainbow. He sat comfortably in his...
rainbow.
He said, rainbow feather is where you go. Sat comfortably. I don't know why I said controlled. Sat comfortably in his royal hall, having everything he desired. But then Danny appeared before him. Why are you here? Real!
Oh, wait, I think it's me.
Oh yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Why are you here? Real, you're evil. Now. Oh, such a thing to me. Oh. Kill him. No. But then they exclaimed, holding a different feather that was more silvery than rainbow. All Rio could see was a mighty red blast made him disappear. That's when he awoke with such fear that it sent a psychic blast out of his hand, shattering a window next to him. Oof. His bedroom was very grand with expensive curtains. Antique feet. I think that we read this.
Oh wait, did we read this? Oh,
I think that we read this.
Okay, hold on. Let's jump ahead here. Oh yeah, we're like 36 pages down. Wait, are we?
Let me go check.
No, this can't be right.
We read that one with a feather. We definitely read that one with a feather.
Oh, maybe. Okay, I think we read just a couple pages of this. I think we read a couple pages, maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Let's try to find out where we left off. Okay. Ian's personality resembled Talon in many ways. He was a quiet loner.
I think that he sent away Quagsire, and then that's it, or something.
Okay. For you letting the carefree Pokemon out of his ball. Quagsire! You're ready to go now, Danny, informed Susan. Excellent. And the trail is New Bark Town with sloping dirt road. It looked long, Susan pointed out. Yeah, it won't be fun. Come on, Susan. We'll have to catch up with them on a giraffe rig. Does that sound familiar? How far did we get into this? Wait.
We haven't got to this bit, but we definitely got to the bit that he sends away Quagsire.
Okay. Okay, so you think we're on this page then? Okay. So I guess it's still your turn?
Okay. Oh, hey, Danny. I'm glad to see you back in better health, Real remark. Well, I'm not glad to see that you are. But anyone survived that attack. We rockets are much stronger than you think, Eric answered. Well said, Eric. Now, Danny, back to you. The last time I came here, I have a friendly conversation with your root sister. With you, the root sister interfered. I wouldn't call her rude. Well, we are alone to talk. Frolicking down the hill, unaware of Danny's dilemma, Polly and Susan trotted. It seemed Susan brought Eric back memories which he had tried to push out of his mind. Now I'm well aware where you live and who your father is. Danny felt enraged and Real was putting into his family's privacy. You are asking for trouble, Real. No, I'm asking for your allegiance. A look of shock came upon the three trainers. Your future looks promising, which is why I want you to my side. Ah, forget it! Dan exclaimed. Then I would just have to make you! Hold it right there! Oh, goddamn AR again.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, the cloak missed.
Wait, where were you?
Hold it right there! AR, I'm just a bloody AR, man.
AR always coming in to barely do anything.
AR, the cloak mystery man arrived with the warning, interrupting Real. You had the advantage. I'm okay. You had the advantage last time we fought, Real, but now I'm wise to your ways. AR put forth his right wrist and revealed an electronic device wrapped around it. This little baby was concocted by a friend of mine. He copies the DNA of dark Pokemon and produces synthetic shield around the user. In other words, he makes psychic attacks. Real didn't listen to anything AR saying, so before he could finish, he shot a beam of light merely bouncing away from him. Useless! AR finished. Muda! Feeling cocky. Real grumbled at the thought of his incredible powers becoming infected. He ordered Eric to attack it with his Pokemon. Now let's see if your worth is as much as you say you are. Real challenged Eric. With large blades attached to its arms, a flat hard head come out from AR's command. And his entire body was made a hard exterior skeleton. It also wore a band around the arm like AR. Kabutops, the evil form of Kabuto with sharp claws. This furious ancient Pokemon rips apart prey and sucks their body fluids.
Yeah, ew. Dang, Pokedex. Too much information.
Susan and Polly covered their mouths looked like they were going to be sick. The Pokedex data didn't quite sound nice to them. Kabutops! Eric exclaimed. I thought they were extinct. They are. AR laughed. Eric brought out his Houndoom to fight, but it shuddered in fear once it saw his opponent hid behind his legs. Kabutops, natural prompt. A high-pressure water blast shot out of Kabutops' mouth, sending Houndoom into the air. That sounds very damaging.
Yeah, very damaging.
Real, it's over. You can't touch me. Well, I can. Turner declared. He wielded his old sword. It's still a broken sword. Where do you even come from? Seriously, Turner, where do you even come from?
It's just like, I guess he was with the Rockets, just standing in the background.
But this serves its purpose. It cuts AR's ribs, which make the band he had sparked and then break.
Well,
the unknown hero was now open for psychic attacks. Ryu saw his chance and he disabled the person who was once in
Okay,
to
hold
him.
on.
Seeing his master in
I gotta like put a picture in here. Okay, let's put it around here, I guess. Yeah, like around there. Okay, picture time. Okay. Boop. Okay.
Ryu saw his chance and he disabled the person who was once immune to him. Kabuto was already
Sorry.
seeing his master in the Kabutops. He leaves his blades ready to cut Ryu in two.
Oh yeah, that's a picture. Okay. Oh, whoops! Don't move the picture. Don't move the picture. Keep it where it is. So should I start or?
Yeah, you can do it.
Stop where you.
Because of the picture.
Stop where you are. If you don't, I'll. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix some things.
You need to fix that picture too because he is using his psychic powers. So right now he looks like he's doing his hand. Talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand. Don't. Okay, so we're changing Don space T to don't. Replace all. 111 times. Okay, well that's pretty important. Okay, now let's do I space LL, up lowercase LL. There we go. And replace that with actually I'll. Did that 60 times. There we go. We're fixing stuff already.
Woohoo!
Okay. Crap, where were we? Go right after the picture.
So, man, everyone is very Kabutops is out for blood already. It was like you butthole.
I will drain your fluids.
Wait. I have to quote something from the Fire Emblem playthrough that frickin' Nico B did. Dimitri? Yes, Professor. I will tell you, the guys who did this, I will cut off their limbs and feed on their scalps.
That's
That was fun.
okay. Stop where you are, Kabu Strike. If you don't, I'll crush your trainer's head. Kabu Strike let its blades down. That's better.
Is it Kabu Strike or Kabu Top? So I'm kind of confused.
That's its nickname. Its nickname is Kabu Strike.
Really?
Now, Danny, I'm going to make you come to my side. Danny was frozen by a psychic wave and held in front of Rail. No, don't! Polly pleaded. Now you obey me, Rail commanded. I will. Danny's fighting attitude was broken. All he could do was obey Rail. Oh!
He's only bloody. How old is he? He's only.
He's 10 years. He's the same old age as Ash.
He what?
Wait. Well, who are you asking about?
Frickin' Danny. He's 10.
Yeah, he's basically 10. Something. Ha ha ha! Oh! Real inhaled. Something hit his stomach and he fell down with his hands on himself. The sudden change brought Danny back to his senses. What happened? He asked, unable to remember. Claire was right. You do need my help, Ian pointed out. Ian! It's talented! We have talent at home! Yeah. Ian, are you the one that kicked Rail? It's such a great... Oh my gosh, this is like teenage writing right here. I have never seen such a great example of writing from a teenager. Ian, are you the one that kicked Rail at such a great speed that it was impossible to see? That might be the goofiest thing I've ever written in my life. I gotta read it again. One more time. Ian, are you the one that kicked Rail at such a great speed that it was impossible to see? and Susan of all people was saying this. I could maybe see Talon or some combat intensive character saying this, but Susan? What?
I think that you probably just have a brain fart while doing
This line is an embarrassment, but it's kind of so funny I gotta keep it in. Yeah, right. I'm not. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix I'm now. Hold on. Space M. Uh-oh. I might have made a terrible mistake earlier.
What are you talking about?
When I made. Oh shit. When I did the Control F to change all those words, I might have made a big mistake. Yeah. Hold on, I shouldn't do that. That might have been a bad move. Okay, I changed it back because I'm not sure if that would have affected the other words that weren't don't and I'll. So we're just gonna have to pretend there's apostrophes here because this word processor is giving me trouble sometimes. Anyway, where did we leave off here? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the silly. Did you kick him at such a fast speed that it was impossible to see? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. I'm not that quick. If I was, I would have beaten Talon with that old relic of a weapon. No, it wasn't me. It was my Umbreon. How many Umbreons are in this story? We've encountered so many dang Umbreons so far.
I don't know. We got one at the. I don't know. I think we got one in the hospital, and then there's one here. Is there any other one?
I thought, and they fought. One of Susan's sisters had an Umbreon too.
Oh yeah, that one.
I think there might have been another Umbreon somewhere. Umbreons are shooting out of the ground. No, it wasn't me. Oh, what are you gonna say?
They are just they are more common now.
No, it wasn't me. It was my Umbreon. Why are we always getting saved from Rill by some Umbreon? I'm gonna remove this text here because I don't think it adds really anything.
No, it's okay. You can. I think you can keep it because it makes it kind of makes it seem
and
like you're
the program just crashed. The program just crashed.
Oh jeez. Ew, that suck.
Give me a second.
Hey.
Ugh, let me just bring up the dang word processor. It does this sometimes. It's a pain in the ass. Thankfully, it saves. It saves before it crashes, so at least there's that. Muffy's scratching himself downstairs. I can hear it.
Wait, how do you hear it? Your kid is like downstairs.
He's smacking his foot against wood.
Wait, so he kind of like knocked on door or something? That is loud.
Okay. Okay. Umbreon. Let me find it. What was Umbreon? It was me. It was my Umbreon. Here we go. Found it. We're on page 4. Okay. Okay, is it being... Hold on. I might have to reshare it with you. Yeah, I think I gotta reshare it. Give me a second. Don't crash again, you piece of garbage. Okay, there we go.
Okay, welcome back.
We're being shared again. Please do not crash again. Open office. You're a jerk. Okay, now where were we? All right. Ian, okay.
Umbreon?
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not that quick. It was my Umbreon. I'm always getting saved from Rill by Umbreon. No problem. I'll just disable you too, Rill said. Umbreon, don't worry about me. Kick the sense out of them. Ian was frozen like AR, but Umbreon continued fighting. It sliced through the air and gave Real an uppercut. Shoryuken! An uppercut kick. Then it headbutted Eric's chin. Kabutops joined in and chopped Turner's Oh, I thought it said chopped Turner's remains. I was like, oh, he chopped Turner. No, he chopped Turner's remaining blade down to its hilt.
I think that you were like, oh my, I wish.
Oh no, sorry boss, but without my sword I'm nothing! He then made a hasty retreat along with Eric, whose jaw was in great pain from being kicked. Yeah, I'd imagine so.
It was a lot of pain.
How can I lose to such inferiors?
You don't have friends, that's why.
Rill asked himself. He then saw Susan helping AR with the wound he got from Turner's sword. Oh, jeez, he got a wound? I thought he just broke his little device. Oh, whatever. Of course, their weakness was in front of my eyes all this time, he thought to himself. I've been such a fool not to see it. Kabutops and Umbreon angrily approached Rill, but he just smiled at them. Farewell, Danny. What? Oh, hold on. Missed some quotes here. Danny exclaimed, confused. I warn you. Now that I know your weakness, the next time you'll lose much more than time. Rill lifted himself up and went out after Eric and Turner. Oh, we're safe, Susan said. For now. For now. Hold on.
I can do this bit if you want to.
Boop. You want to start here?
Yeah, I can do it. Oh, where is the... Eric and Turner were running away as fast as they could, but now Ryu understood their way. Please don't hurt us, Master Rio, Turner pleaded. You are both pathetic weaklings, but I will bring you back with me anyway. They touched their shoulders and they returned to the rocket base. A woman stopped Ryu.
Wait, a woman stopped Rill.
As he was looking down the
hold on.
hall to...
As... Wait, oh, I think that's supposed to be... Hold on. I think that's supposed to be as... There we go.
Yeah. As he was walking down the hall to his room. I'm busy. Go away. So please come. Our benefactor has been waiting for you for hours. What? Why didn't you say so? I will see him right away. Send him to my office. He's already in your office, sir. Oh, good grief. You could tell a guy, you know. Or maybe you can just stop being so temperamental.
All the time.
Yeah. You cheeky brat.
You cheeky brat. Whoa, you're British, Carrie.
What do you explain? I did spend some time in Britain.
Oh yeah, you did.
Do you have... I mean, like, you can also be British if you need to. You're like, you cheeky little brat. No, I cannot do the accent, but I can actually say words, and that makes me sound outrageously British when I'm actually not.
Okay.
Drew teleported into his private office, where a man was waiting for him. He stayed sitting on a chair in the dark corner. I'm sorry I couldn't get here sooner, but I have something urgent that I need to take care of. That's alright, I'm a patient... No, wait. That's alright, I'm a patient man. After all, your men have done so many things for my company. The man answered with an eerie, deep voice. They couldn't step on a flea. I just used them because they are foolish enough to obey. Why are you here anyway? I've been letting something go on for much too long and I need your help. Whatever for? The man took a photograph from his pocket and slid it across the table. It was a picture of Dan in his teens. Danny Dragonson? Real pointer itching his head. Danny Dragonson, what do you mean? That is Daniel Dragonson. He used to be an esteemed Pokemon master, but he retired from them. So, what about it? What do you want me to do? Kill him? Real, something serious.
Okay. I guess should I continue now?
Yeah, you can, I can do it until the gap.
Okay.
Of course not. I'm not that ruthless. I'm not really interested in him anyway. So why did you bring him up? Rio demanded, losing his patience. Huh, little brat. Have patience. Rio, without patience, the Persian will be never able to wait for the perfect time to attack its prey. I'm no Persian, now quit talking in riddles. Very well. I will get straight to the point then. He brought another photograph, but this time Rio snatched it away with his mind, bringing it to his face. It was a picture of Cassie as she was present. This is who I want. I think Guidance. Why her? That's my friend. Just happens to be the daughter of the Silphco president. Her name is Cassie Dragonson. It was all becoming clear to Rio now. He could see it all. Go on then. This is getting something interesting. For years, my company has been a rival to Silphco, and I think it's time to stop that. Don't you? Indeed.
Picture time. Yeah. Boop. Shadowy figure. Okay, I guess I'll read this on the next page.
Yeah, you can do it.
Things were starting to bring back memories to Danny and Polly about the beginning of their journey, especially because they were now running from another Geodude avalanche. Fun. Why?
Very fun.
Why does this stuff always happen to us? Polly asked. We're just lucky, I guess, Danny joked. Sounded like he was actually enjoying the experience. As soon as they got the chance, they made a sharp turn and lost the Geodude the same way as before. They rested against a mountain to take a short break. Now I know why Talon stayed with Claire. It's safer, Ian thought.
Also, is it just me, but have we met that shadowy figure before?
We actually have. But I won't reveal who it is!
Ooh, okay.
Look, over there. Isn't that Newbark Town? Susan pointed out. There was no mistaking Newbark Town. It was the smallest place in all of Johto. Polly, we're back! Exclaimed Danny, overwhelmed with joy. At last! She breathed a sigh of relief. Now all we have to do is wait for Dad to come and pick us up. Wait, that's weird. It's like, they can see the town from where they are. Are they lazy? Do they just not want to walk to it? They're like, now we wait for Dad to pick us up. Like, why does your father need to pick you up? You can see it from here. And I just said it was a small town. So they should be able to walk to their house. This is weird writing.
You're being silly.
This is weird writing. Anyway, all we had to do was wait for Dad to come and pick us up. Well, my work is done, Ian announced. Who are you, Tuxedo Mask? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I can do. I mean, like, until the next gap or something, we can do that.
Okay. Wait, do you want to read now, or is that what?
I can read it. Yeah, I can read it.
Okay.
Well, my work is done, Ian announced. What are you talking about? Polly asked. I'm not supposed to get you back to your parents, but I was supposed to get you back to your parents, and they will be here soon. You're not coming with us? Susan questioned. Sorry, but I never wear out my welcome. Ian then turned and started backing up the hill. What's your best name? Oh, it's Daniel Dragonson. Something in the name forced Ian back to the hill and back into the group. Did you say Daniel Dragonson? He asked excitedly. Yeah? Polly answered, trying to still catch her breath. No way. Can't believe this. That guy is my role model. No, now hold on a minute. Wait. Well, that is something.
It's like he's like that guy's my role model. I've always wanted to abuse orphans to make them look after my Pokemon before.
please don't do that.
Okay, you can continue.
Yep. What? Everyone besides Ian screamed. Yeah, I used to watch reruns of his matches in the Prison League. His Pokemons are so strong. Does it mean that you're coming after all? Danny asked, already knowing the answer. Yeah, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Ian ran down the hill as far as Dodorio. Dodorio. How do you eat it? Leaving them in the dust. I say Dorito, jeez. I want talent back. Then you remarked, me too. Talent is like, something is talking about me and I feel immense joy.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? Ian is the Tracy Sketchum of of this story. Like, he's the character that replaced. It's like Tracy replaced Brock, the character everyone liked. And it's like, Tracy, get out of here!
They waited for hours outside the Pokemon Center, not even talking. And then, at last, Dan drove out. He'd opened the door and he'd unbuckled himself. By that time, everyone has fallen asleep aside from sheer boredom. Was I really that late? Dan thought, shaking his head. Alright, I'll just go home. No! They cried out in perfect unison. Danny and Polly laughed, running into their father's arms.
Alright, we got a picture here. Picture.
Another one.
Picture goes here. So yeah, family hug.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is it over to me now, or?
I don't know which one it is.
I guess I'll start reading. I'm so happy to see you both again face to face instead of over a screen. Dad, what now? I've got 8 badges, Danny asked, ready for the next step. Calm down, son. We'll get to that later. Right now, we better get home. Your mother's waiting for us. Dan saw the 2 oddly dressed people standing nearby and asked who they were. Oh, this is Susan from Eckertique City and Ian, who was sent by Lance to guard us. Danny introduced, and this is like freaking Dan having PTSD flashbacks the second she says, Lance. It's like, you two must survive the glider of doom. Ah! Ah! He's just freaking out.
It's like, oh, this is Susanity from Eckertique City and the innocent virus in the lands. What the? Yeah, he was having that. He was like, what the?
It's like, no, not Lance. What did he do to you? Lance? What the?
He's like, I should have pressed charges on him ages ago.
Yeah. Lance? What the? Oh, everyone just get in the van. He's like, I'm too old to deal with this shit. Well,
actually, how old is he? Because
no, he's just 30. He's just 30. He's not like, I'm too old for this shit age.
It's like, freaking, you are not Obi-Wan, Dan. What are you talking about?
We'll talk later. It was comforting to Danny and Polly to be back in their old neighborhood. They waved to their old friends and neighbors as they drove by. Danny was looking down the street when he saw the bully he and Polly fled from before they left. That guy makes me sick. Just wait until he sees my Pokemon. It's like, I will kill him.
Everyone is like, Jesus.
But luckily, the unpleasant schoolmate was soon out of sight and forgotten. Cassie,
I actually also forgot who he is. Who is?
He was like the bully at the very beginning of the story when Danny blew up the science lab.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Like, Danny blew up the science lab and the bully was upset because that was the only subject he was good at. Okay. Cassie set the table for 4, unaware there would be more coming. Isn't it wonderful, Kyle? Your big brother and sister are coming home. Kyle giggled and tapped his spoon against his high chair. The doorbell rang and she rushed to answer it. As she opened the door, she realized there were more than 3 people standing there. She grabbed Dan by his arm, pulled him in, and then shut the door in Danny's face. Real interesting mother, Ian remarked. Dan, who are these people? Guess he's like the freaks, Dan. Dan, who are these people? Cassie asked. Just some friends of Danny and Polly. Friends? They look funny. Frickin' jeez, you're rude, Cassie. They look funny. Remember what Jack looks like? Ah, everyone's rude today.
Everyone stop being rude today, jeez.
Good point. Dan had learned more about Susan and Ian on the drive home, and he trusted them. Well, I hope. I mean, he's got like a bow and sword. You better damn well trust him. Dude could cause damage. But in this world, everyone has Pokemon, so everyone's causing damage anyway. Anyway.
The collateral damage is so great. Yeah.
And learned more about Susan and Ian on the drive home. He trusted them. Cassie was also convinced, and they brought them inside. Over the dinner table, the conversation seemed to be divided by gender. Okay. Susan and Polly were talking to Cassie, while Ian and Danny were talking to Dan. Now what? Now what? Danny asked once again. Danny, calm down. Now that you have 8 Johto badges, you can participate in the Johto League, Dan answered. Can we go after dinner? Freaking dude, calm down. Freaking kid, he must have like 50 Red Bulls a day or something. It's not that easy, son. It's not that easy, son, Dan laughed. The Johto League Championship only happens once a year, so when does it happen? I'm afraid it won't start for 6 months. Danny's jaw dropped in disbelief. But what will I do till then? I guess you'll train? Danny let his head drop onto the table. Clunk.
Yeah, what else are you going to do, Brett?
Kyle started. Oh my goodness, Dan, get the camcorder. I think Kyle's going to say Daddy, exclaimed Cassie. Dan ran into the room closet and brought out his video camera. He placed it next to Kyle and hit the record button. Kyle kept trying, and eventually the word came out. Danny! Everyone fell over in disbelief. Oh.
What on God's... Oh.
Oh, brother. Dan sighed, shutting the camera off. Oh, that's still impressive. He said his brother's name.
Yeah.
He then got back to the table, as did everyone else. A question raced into Ian's mind, and he had to ask it. Dan, are you going to go to the International Pokemon Master Championship? Jeez, that's a mouthful. Oh, your turn, Carrie.
But Dan is only 30. He's still okay. Afraid I won't be Ian. I got a little bit rusty in Pokemon battles, you know. Oh, come on! You're the best guy, the best trainer I've ever seen. Well, what a suck up.
What a total suck up.
Jack could hear lots of noise coming from the lower levels, and she got off her pillow. She took slow steps and crept down the stairs and got into the dining room. Oh, is that the jet? Yes, but don't. Danny tried, tried to warn Ian, but he was too slow. Ian rushed over to touch it. The stranger took Thunderjet by surprise, and it accidentally let down a thundershock onto him. Oh! Ian would have fallen over. Kyle clapped his hands in amazement. I tried to tell you, Ian. She hasn't been battled in a long time, and a sudden shock can make her shock you. Oh, I can't believe it. Believe what, Ian? That you get shocked by my dad's Jolteon? Pauline cried. No, your father will miss out on the chance to go to the IPNC. Sorry, Ian, but it has been years since I had my last battle. Besides, I couldn't leave my family for something like that. I want to go, but Exactly what and where is it? The IPMC is everywhere. It existed a long time ago, but because of wars and quarrels, it was shut down. No one thought it would ever return except the greatest Pokemon masters, who were determined to bring it back. Now, in the time of peace, it has been reconstructed. The championship will take place in 5 years. Great, I want to get to it. Danny, eventually you need to learn more. No Pokemon League is easy to get into. Ian went on.
Quote.
This Pokemon League This Pokemon League is the biggest of them and gives the greatest prizes. Or go around the world, or maybe give you a legendary Pokemon statue or something? Or a feather Ho-Oh? The winner is declared the greatest Pokemon master alive. Alive now, I have to go. I hate to put you down like this, kid, but to even get in, you have to have 7 badges from all over the world. What? Yeah, Danny, take your time. Don't worry about it. Now, you understand how difficult it is to get in. Only for someone as good as your father can get a chance on answering. Danny, just stick with the locals leagues, please. You have to spend hundreds of dollars on airplanes, hotels, and much more to travel all over the world just to get in. Yeah, but there's a way to do it and get paid by the Pokemon League. What are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Ian reaching to his jacket and pull a poster that has the faces of the Elite Four on it. The Elite Four is presenting a challenge to all trainers of Johto and Kanto. They will accept battles from any trainer who collects the 8 Johto badges. Challenge them! Don't interrupt me, Danny, Ian said going on. And 8 Kanto badges. If a trainer is able to defeat their Pokemon in battle, they will be able to given a Master Pass while giving him able to all expenses and pay trips whenever they fly to a region to do an official badge challenge. Cassie could see where this is heading and decided to put a stop to it. Absolutely not, Dan. Absolutely not what Cassie... Dan asked, not sure what his wife meant. You know what I meant? No, I don't. Hey, can I go to Kanto, whatever that is?
That's what I mean, Dan. Danny, you just got home, Dan pointed out. Yeah, but I want to get that master passport. Danny, you're jumping too far ahead of yourself. Hold on, let me fix this. Polly said. Cassie and Dan both looked at her, surprised that she was acting like a parent. Well, he is! And honestly, Polly has always been the responsible one. Well, where is Kanto anyway, Dad? It's across the sea. People usually go there by using the SSAN jet boat, which is very expensive, Dan informed, trying to dissuade his son. I'll start saving my allowance. Dan, I don't want my little pumpkin leaving us again. Susan put her hand over her mouth and began laughing. Mom, don't call me that, Danny shouted. Kyle didn't like the loud voices and began crying and screaming. Don't raise your voice, young man, Cassie replied. The madness continued, and Dan had to put his foot down. Enough! He yelled. They all closed their mouths and stared at him. We need to talk in a quiet and calm manner. I don't want him to go, Cassie whispered. I don't want him to go, Cassie whispered. Please, Dad, Danny. Please, Dad, Danny begged silently. Well, son, I want you to be happy, Dan started. Cassie didn't like what he was saying so far, thinking it would lead to yes. She got up from her chair and ran up the stairs. Cass, wait! You didn't let me finish! There she goes again, Danny sighed. Once again, she's jumped to conclusions, Polly added. Dan turned to his son and daughter, a little confused on what to do next. Danny, you and your sisters take your friends and Kyle outside. I have to have a talk with your mother alone. Danny got up and lifted Kyle in his arms and took everyone to the backyard, which had a sandbox for Kyle and a garden and a small garden. Oh boy, Dan exhaled. This is not going to be pretty.
Danny, this is all your fault, you stupid boy.
It's all your fault. You're always doing this. Stop it. Susan laughed as she ran about holding Kyle. Susan, be careful! Don't drop the baby! The others were sitting down on the grass. I just have to go to it, Danny said nervously. You just gave Dad a big job. Now he has to convince Mom, and that doesn't just happen in a second, Polly replied. Dan crept over to his bedroom where his wife was in, and slowly pulled the door open. Cassie was staring at a picture of her family on a king-size bed. The walls were overtaken by dozens of photographs encased in splendid frames. They were pictures of the most precious memories in the Dragonson family. Baby pictures, anniversaries, Christmas, and several shots of Dan and Cassie's wedding. The particular one Cassie was observing had been taken 4 years ago. It was a family portrait taken in front of the house. Polly and Danny looked younger and more juvenile clothing than they were presently. Looking at old memories, Dan inquired. You know we can't stop him, Dan. Yes, I know. You could, actually, because you're his parents.
Teen you doesn't know about it, though, sadly.
You have authority? Danny just loves moving on and never staying in the same place. Makes me sad, but that's just the way he is. But Dan, Kanto is so far away, and I think it would be a good opportunity for them both. My parents and relatives all live there, and this would be the perfect time for them to meet. Okay, hold on. Picture! Okay, yeah, there's the picture. Okay, Carrie, I guess it's your turn now.
Wow, Cassie's hair looks weird. In an alternative timeline, when you rewrite this, you probably will be like Cassie's like no, and Dan is like no, and then Danny starts throwing hissy fit and learn to slow down a bit.
Yeah, it's like ah! It's like I will go. Okay.
My parents also live in Kanto, but even if we let them go, how would they get there? The SS cycle is much too expensive. Hey, don't worry about it when you're a Pokemon trainer. The first thing you learn is how to be resourceful. You mean just let them find their own way, like they're going commando or something? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. After they have a little of us in each of them, how could they not do good?
Oh my gosh, Dan, you have no idea.
Do you want to know? Cassie laughed at Dan's remark. She knew he was right deep inside and made up her mind. You were such a good father, Daniel. Who would have thought it? No, you guys are just being dismissive.
Yeah, they are being dismissive. They're like, oh, we'll just let their children go off and do their own thing. Then we won't have to take responsibility.
Next time in the next chapter, Kyle is going to do their thing, but he is only a tiny he is only 5 years old. What the heck?
he's like a year old at this point. They just like leave Kyle out in the middle of nowhere, give him Pokeballs and a Pokedex, and call it a day. We're such good parents.
Dan and Cassie step outside and everyone in the group gathered around them. Your mother and I have decided it is alright for you to go to Kanto. Oh hey, yeah, that's awesome. But how do we get there? That's what you have to find out yourself. Daniel was happy that his parents consented, but did they do it just because they knew they couldn't get there by himself? How do you get to Kanto? You can go there by ship, train, or plane. This is going to take a while to decide how we will get there. Then he said, no rush. You have 5 years, 5 years to get to Kanto, then he thought.
Okay. There's actually a picture I forgot to post, so let's go post that. I have to find where it was. Okay, it was right around here. Forgot to post this picture. Boop. Okay. Yeah, there's this picture right here. Do you see the picture?
Yeah, I know. Then,
Oh, I was just.
then he just loves moving on and never staying in the same place.
No. I just wanted to show you the picture because I forgot to put it in.
It's nice.
Okay. There we go.
We just find that we got ants in our fridge.
Oh wow. I guess I can. I guess it could be my turn now.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Then he was busy looking for any way he could get to Kanto. Now he was searching through a travel catalog. Aye, the prices to go to Kanto are outrageous, Danny exclaimed. Having second thoughts, Polly inquired, having some of her own at the time. No, but I just don't know how we can afford a trip to Kanto. I mean, our journeys in Johto didn't cost that much. Actually, we live here, so it was free. I'm going to find a way to get to Kanto for free! Danny looked closer at a certain ad. It was offering free plane rides to Kanto Mondays and Wednesdays.
Sucks.
This is how we get there, sis. Oh, come on, Danny. Do you really think it's free? Yes, it says right here, free flights to Kanto without any purchases or deals. And where is this so-called airport of miracles? I like how sassy Polly is being right now.
I love her.
Where else? It's in the biggest airport in Johto, Goldenrod City Airlines. Today is Tuesday. Yep, I figure we'll leave tomorrow. Oh my gosh, here he goes again. Polly looked a little shocked at the idea of leaving her home so soon, and Danny could see it in her face. You know, sis, you don't have to come with me now. I think Mom and Dad would let me go alone. Oh God, no, don't do that.
But you stupid boy, what do you think?
No, that's all right. I'll be coming with you. I still think you're too clumsy and stupid. I think she wants to say stupid, but she's holding back there to be on your own. Suit yourself. Now I'm going to go tell Dad. Dan tried desperately to find something in the ad that made the flight have a cause, but he couldn't find anything. I mean, it's clearly a scam, Dan. You should know better. Cassie was upset again. It was bad enough that Danny was going to Kanto, but now he wanted to fly there? It can't be free, Dan, she denied. Sorry, Cass, but I think it is. The pilot would get caught for false advertising if he lied about it. I don't know.
I think that might be the case, though.
Yeah, I think this is a scam, Dan. I think you're wrong. Can we go, Dad? Danny asked on his knees. Can we go, Dad, please? I don't know how good the flight will be for free, Dan considered. It's like Dan's like, this is some bullshit right here. But all I want is to get to Kanto. Well, dear, they found their own way to get there. Although she knew Dan was right, being a mother, she needs to start acting like a mother. Cassie was always.
You guys suck at parenting.
You guys suck. Okay, let's be honest here, though. The world of Pokemon makes no sense for kids.
No, it doesn't.
The children should not be sent away on journeys like this in a world of powerful creatures. You just have to suspend your disbelief, I think, at some of this.
We look at how Ash and also how our characters in different games be like, and we are like, are you sure this? Okay, they're just only kids.
You're just kids. Why are you going out and fighting evil criminal organizations? Well, all right, let's continue with this. Although she knew Dan was right, being a mother, Cassie was always one to slow decisions or stop them completely. And she was also one to want the best thing for her children, and so she broke. Okay, that's okay.
That's that sucks.
We'll drive you to the airport tomorrow, she informed. But if that plane doesn't look airworthy, you're not going. Don't worry, Mom. We'll all be okay. You don't know that, Danny.
No, you will not. No, you're not.
You were going to crash and burn, Danny. Well, look at the time. Even Pokemon Masters need a good night's sleep, Danny's mother declared. Before he had left to become a Pokemon trainer, Danny might have ignored his mother's orders, but with a new Pokemon journey on the line, he could not jeopardize it. He and Polly ran up to their bedrooms as fast as they could. Susan slept in Polly's room, but Ian decided to sleep outside under the stars.
Why though, Ian?
Just like, enjoy the grass. I hope you like ticks.
That's just nasty.
The others tried to convince him otherwise, but he felt more comfortable outside on the grass than inside on a bed. I do kind of envy the fact he can be comfortable on grass, though. I could not do that. Okay. Should you continue now, or should I?
I don't know, but you didn't put any picture on it.
There's another picture coming up below.
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay.
Let's see. There was but just one string attached to the free flight, and that was it as a first come first serve policy. This meant that there would be only one flight per day, and the first group to get there will have it. Knowing this, everyone got up super early and packed for the trip. Polly must have jammed at least 4 dozens of egg kits into her travel bag. Danny brought different clothes to wear typo.
Clothes to... Oh.
No, clothes.
Yeah.
He even switched his orange fleece jacket for one that looked exactly like the same color but changed it to red.
But
as he was putting his Pokemon into a duffel bag, Deceiver escaped from her ball sick of being cramped inside. Hey, Deceiver, guess what we are going on? The pin-sized apparition looked at Danny without any idea what he was talking about. Another journey, which means that more battles to make you and my Pokemon stronger. Yeah! Deceiver smiled and spun around. However, she took Danny's attentions elsewhere, but a second and returned back to his packing. Deceiver had never been in Danny's house before, and since Danny was busy, she decided to look around. She flew through the wall and got into a hallway where found Thunderjet doing the usual routine, sleeping on the floor. They seen her spotted Deceiver and decided to have some fun, so she beat one of her spikes and told around the wooden floor. Next, she took her above the lower floor and waited for her to wake up. Then a yawning Thunderjet opened her eyes and panicked to see she was hovering in the air. Oh!
Picture! We have a picture.
I think you get a typo with yawning.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here's the picture. Took me a while to find. Oh gosh, what the? Okay, here it is.
You got a typo there with yawning.
Oh, hold on. Oh, the picture didn't go in the right spot. I said go there. Okay. Oh.
Now this is the right one.
With the... Oh, yawning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yawning Thunderjet on her something. Can you go back because I haven't finished reading that.
Oh, okay.
A yawning Thunderjet opened her eyes and panicked, seeing that she was hovering in the air. Ah!
And here's the picture. Like, what is happening?
No, I'm too old for this.
I'm too old for this. Thunderjet really is too old for this shit.
Sparks began flying off her back, and she started growling for help. Could hear the Thunderjet's plea, and he ran out into a hall. Put Thunderjet down. Deceiver obeyed Danny's command and let Thunderjet drop. Unfortunately, it was over the stairs. Ian came walking in from the stairs and a falling Jolteon landed on his unhesitatingly shocking. I really don't think that Pokemon likes me. Ian remarked, looking like a piece of coal. No, it's not. Then he called back Deceiver to prevent any more mischief and checked on his email, waiting for there were 4 messages coming from the stranger to give him advice about Pokemon. He quickly scanned them over and looking over the important parts. This guy is this smart? I wish I could battle with him. Seriously, kid, your overactive ass is going to get you into lots of problems.
You have no idea how right you are.
Why did you talk like that?
Let's just continue.
Danny finished reading just in time before his father called his name. It was time for them to leave for the airport. I think that I was like, no, Ian, Furniture doesn't hate you. I think that she just she just got spooked, and then that time it was Deceiver who make that happen.
Yeah.
Grabbed his things and ran downstairs. Everyone was waiting for me in the van. It took approximately an hour to get to Goldenrod City Airport. It was just as crowded as any other airport. People who were taking flight dash around with their tickets and luggage, many panicking that they would miss their plane. Danny alone, I remember I was going on almost at the end of the boarding time, and I actually missed one of the tiny luggage that sent to my boarding school a day later. It was embarrassing.
Oh wow.
Danny, along with others, moved to the private plane zones where a large crowd was gathering. I know it would be like this. Danny, this is all your fault. The crowd plane was in front of a small passenger plane in decent condition. The pilot was a woman in her 20s. She was dressed in a deep blue uniform. Her short yellow hair tied into a fluffy ponytail. And wore a cap over her head. She was trying to push the crowd back. I don't think she is a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you said it looks like an air attendant. Please, just leave right now. I'm waiting for a certain party here. But it says the advertisement first come, first serve. An impatient man argued. I know this usually works on Wednesday, but today I'm waiting for a special party. The crowd was looking around her at every minute, and the pilot looked skeptical about the situation. When I get back to Kanto, I'm going to kill my husband for making me to do this. You can do it.
She thought to herself. Okay, okay, my turn. Well, it looks like you'll have to find another way to Kanto, Dan pointed out, seeing the disappointment in his son's eyes. Oh, okay. Let's go then, Danny conceded. The Dragon Sons and their friends turned around to leave, but the pilot saw them and struggled through the crowd. Wait a minute, she called. Danny turned around to see what the fuss was about. The pilot ran over out of breath. Don't leave. I've been waiting for you. Okay. So there is a picture here. Right there.
It was quick.
Whoops. Messed up Danny's neck. It's kind of going into his head.
You can make you can remove that line later. It looks like he is drooling. He's like, ugh.
I also messed up Polly's the line's going through her hair. Don't leave. I've been waiting for you. What do you mean? Danny inquired, confused. How did you even know we were coming? She looked confused as what to say. Well, Lance told me you might be coming, she answered, sounding as if she just made the answer up. This is very sus.
What kind of 2-6 machina is this?
This is very sus, isn't it? She answered, sounding as if she just made the answer up. Wow, Lance? But how would he know? I don't know, but he did. But he did. Now come with me. It's like, you guys, I don't feel like any parents would let these kids go with this woman. Any good parents. It's like, this is sus. This is super sus. She said, shoving them in the direction of her plane. You be careful in Kanto, Danny, his mother ordered. No, stop them, woman! Danny!
Do you want to do you want to write a what if later? Like seriously, it's like no, you need to slow down a bit.
Yeah. Danny! Kyle smiled, waving his tiny arm at his brother. Goodbye! Polly waved back. Each of them was pushed into the airplane and put in their seats when the pilot retired to the controls. She lifted a radio to her mouth, and her voice echoed over loudspeakers with a great amount of static. Welcome, thank you for choosing the Freedom Airline. This is your pilot, Barbie speaking. We will be taking off momentarily, so please fasten your seatbelts and store all your luggage under your seats.
Why are you trying to do all that?
A great amount of static.
Oh jeez.
Every seat in the passenger compartment was comfortable, and they could all be considered first class. Ooh, fancy. The floors had soft carpeting, and the windows had lovely curtains on them. Great. I really trust this pilot. She's named after a little girl's toy, and this area looks like a girl's room, Danny remarked, putting his belongings under his seat. You got a problem against girls, Danny?
I think that was your teenage you putting in there. Danny is free. Can you stop complaining? Oh my god!
I feel like Polly is your what's it call it kindred spirit, Carrie.
I mean, she's also the oldest child.
Yeah, that's true.
Danny is free, so stop complaining. He kind of looks at my sister and says, hey, can I do this, do this, do this? Can I do this, do this, do this? Like that. Well, the last time I was on the plane while it was, it took a while to get to runway. And then he screamed as the plane took off in a matter of seconds and go from 0 to 30 miles per to 17 miles per hour. How do you know that? Maybe it was just a description.
Yeah.
Please, I would ask all passengers to remain seated until the flight comes to a complete stop. We will be arriving at Syrian Airport in 5 minutes. What the? It's... Danny exclaimed, Barbie pressed a button near the control, making metal bars coming down over everyone like the roller coaster ride. Everyone hang on tight. I want to pull some trays.
So guess what, Dan and Cassie? You done fucked up.
Now you messed up. You really messed up.
You have messed up now. Now you fucked up. I didn't feel like drawing Ian in this picture, so he's in a seat off to the right.
How many people are supposed to be on this plane then? I suspect that this is a Concorde. Maybe she's driving a Concorde. Given to this fake dating, I think the Concorde was still flying during your time writing this fake, right? Maybe.
Huh. Okay.
At the airport, the control tower, 2 men who coached the planes were on the others.
We didn't skip anything, did we? Hold on. No, I don't think we skipped anything. But I could have swore that Danny. Yeah,
there was one bit with Danny and Cassie with the picture. Maybe.
Hold on. Let me get rid of this again. Oh wait, yeah, this okay. Hold on. Yeah, there's a part with Dan and Cassie. Hold on. Let me put the picture in again. Hopefully it doesn't like overwrite it this time. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Down on the ground, Cassie and Dan were driving back to their house. I wish they hadn't gone. Yeah, you could be firmer, you guys. Well, do I? So do I, actually. I wish I was up there with them right now. Keeping their eyes on the road, they didn't notice the airplane corkscrewing, looping, and spinning through the sky above them. Ian started saying his prayers slowly out of a scream. I don't want to go to Canada. I don't want to go to Canada. I don't want to go to Canada. Okay, guys, it's now time for the dive. The pilot declared, pushing the throttle down. The plane went into a stall and was going straight down. We are all going to die. Oh, dear God. Susan straight, covering her eyes. Don't worry, passengers. I have never lost one. Well, I think I just lost one stomach. Then it moved. If you look out your windows, you'll see the beautiful cerulean city. You will be landing about now. Barbie was taking the plane down fast, and it felt like they were falling down a mountain. Down at the airport control tower, two men who coached the planes were on their coffee breaks. What's a nice break? One of them said in his chair.
Should I take over?
Yeah, for real. I can. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. What a nice break, one of them said, relaxing in a chair. Yeah, for real. No planes will be coming in for at least an hour. By the way, what day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday. Oh, is that all? The duo exchanged fearful looks and cried out at the same time, "She's coming in tonight!" Barbie's voice came over the radio. Wow, this is flight FOW requesting permission to land. Flight FOW, I should probably add some random numbers to that, but whatever. Flight FOW, you're approaching too fast. Slow speed immediately. Barbara adjusted her speed and made it slower. That's still too fast. How about this now? It's still too fast. All right, I'll take it down to landing speed. This woman's a psycho.
Both her and her husband, both she and her husband are nuts.
She responded, sounding...
I feel like she's going to be good friends with Anakin, though. Why are we flying like this? What you're doing is suicide.
She responded, sounding... All right, I'll take it down to landing speed. She responded, sounding impatient and irritated at them. That's good. You're free to land on runway 4. When Barbie hit the runway, she turned the throttle, spinning the plane around. It was getting closer and closer to the control tower. The two men were screaming like girls. Ah! They closed their eyes and braced for impact, but the plane's tail halted 1 foot away from them. The closeness of the catastrophe made both controllers faint. Oh, great, now the controller's fainted. That's going to cause crashes later. Thanks, Barbie. Barbie opened the door of her plane and told everyone it was time to leave. The 4 trainers got up from their seats, but they all looked like they were having heart attacks, seizures, and strokes at the same time.
That looks fun. That looks nasty, like the time with...
Please come again, the pilot offered. Ah! They ran away from the plane as fast as they could, screaming all the way. After running past all the plane gates, they entered an area of the airport that was mainly gift shops and food places. How are we going to get back? Polly asked, seeing that the way they came was too hazardous. All I care about now is finding the first gym and winning a Kanto badge, Danny declared. Danny, you almost got us killed! Forget about the badge. Danny declared. Oh no, my Pokegear only has a map for Johto. Now what? Now where am I going to find a Kanto map? Everybody, come and get your Kanto map cards right here, a man called from his sales cart.
Sorry about that. Sorry that my sister was yelling over, so I have to mute it. And I tried to get some tea, but I turned out my flowers are all moldy and stuff, and it sucks.
Oh, wow. That's too bad. So, did you miss anything in what I was saying?
Yeah, sorry about that, but you did say something about please come again, the pilot offered.
Right. Okay. Please come again, the pilot offered. Ah! They ran away from the plane as fast as they could, screaming all the way. After running past all the plane gates, they entered an area of the airport that was mainly gift shops and food places. How are we going to get back? Polly asked, seeing that the way they came was too hazardous. All I care about now is finding the first gym and winning a Kanto badge, Danny declared. And at this point I said, Danny, you almost got us killed! Oh no, my Pokegear only has a map for Johto. Now where am I going to find a Kanto map? Everyone come and get your Kanto map cards right here, the man called from his sales cart. Just place it in your Pokegear and you know where you're going. Dan didn't think twice. He took out his wallet and bought a Kanto map card. After placing it in his Pokegear, he brought up a 3D wireframe map of Kanto. Freaking, I don't even get that in the video games.
That sucks, dude. Why did you have such things?
That's super cool. I want that in the Pokemon games. It sure looks different than Johto.
What are you talking about?
It sure looks different than Johto, Danny noticed. Hey, Danny, look, there's already an arrow showing us where we are, Susan pointed out. We're in Cerulean City. All right, it's about time we went to the gym here. Polly didn't really know what... all right, it's about time we went to the gym here. Hold on, I need to specify this. So, I mean, we can guess that's Danny, but still. Polly didn't know what fuel allowed her brother to drive him on like this, but whatever it was, it must have been Ultra. Cerulean City was the first Kanto place they had seen, but it was not really different from any city in Johto. The Cerulean Gym was a distance from where they had landed. However, it gave Danny and Polly time to call their parents at the Pokemon Center. So you made it safely, Dan said when he answered the phone. No thanks to you! Well, I wouldn't call it safely, but we're here in one piece, Polly replied. That's right. Now we're getting close to the Cerulean Gym, Danny informed. Well then, I better let you go. Thanks, Dad, Danny said gratefully. Remember, we both love you, Cassie declared. Then show it.
You can just get over that really quickly.
Yeah, it's like we almost died in a plane crash. Goodbye, Polly said, hanging up the phone. In a back room, Nurse Joy and her Chanseys filled up bowls with Pokemon food. The Pokemon graciously ate from them, leaving not a single piece in the end. My, what a hungry crowd! Hold on, quotes. The nurse said to herself, I hope you enjoyed your snack, brave guys, more quotes. Danny saw that his Pokemon were finished and returned them to their balls. I'll need you to be in good health for our gym match. That was filling, Lapras thought loudly. Freaking Lapras is the only one that can communicate with them.
Oh, dear God. It's cutting up.
Oh, can you hear me? Hello? Carrie? Hello?
It is cutting up, isn't it?
Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me look at Discord. Carrie! Hello? I'll wait for you to get this sorted.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay. So they were just feeding Pokemon food, I believe. Did you get that?
No, I didn't. But do you want to do it again?
Okay. So they just said goodbye to Cassie and Dan, and they were at the Pokemon Center. And Nurse Joy and her Chansey filled up bowls with Pokemon food. Pokemon graciously ate from them. Okay, leaving not a single piece in the end. Okay, it's your turn, Carrie.
Leaving not a single piece eating in. Alright. I hope you enjoy your snacks, guys. My, what a hungry crowd, she said to herself. Danny's solo Pokemon finish and they get them back to the boss. I need you to be in good health for our gym match. You guys are getting too fast. Seriously. Yeesh. You guys are getting too ahead of yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So this part.
Let's see. That was feeling. That was feeling. Lapras thought loudly. Smeargle! Police, police Pokemon declared rubbing his stomach. Everybody return. Polly commanded. Susan and Ian did the same with their Pokemon. Wait, what did Ian have anyways? I completely forgot.
Wait. Oh, right. He has Eevee forms. He has Eevee, Umbreon, and Espeon. And I think he has another Eevee.
Okay.
So
very interesting.
All the Eevees. His nickname is Eevee Ian. Okay, so I guess here.
The Cerulean City Gym was only a few blocks away, but the outdoor appearance make it look like a SeaWorld attraction. So many word bricks! What the heck? So many four-wall bricks. A giant two-dimensional dugong was attached to the front of it, and the building was a short circle with many cars streaking to it. Oh, the sea, they got this fast like that flame. Did you get?
Oh yeah.
Color streaks in the light. Inside looks like an Olympic stadium with onlooker stands and a gigantic pool with two platforms in the center. Where are we? An aquarium? Susan asked. Who are you? A woman with golden hair wearing a swimsuit coming to the gym. I'm Jenny, and I'm here to get the badge today. Whoa, then get on the platform and we'll battle, she instructed. Are you the gym leader? Yeah, my name is Lily, and now let's begin. While Lily swam over her platform, Danny found a stepping stone and hopped over. In this gym, you use 3 Pokemon each. This must be a water Pokemon stadium, so I use Glitter. I use Starmie. Starmie was a purple starfish with 10 arms, 5 in the front and 5 in the back. The arms on the back spun about freely. There was a red jewel in the center of his body, surrounded by a yellow circle. Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon, the evolved form of Staryu. The center section of this body is called a core. It glows different color each time it is seen. Starmie, swift attack, reflect. I forgot who is Glitter.
Glitter is a Weeping Bell.
Okay. Starmie spun dozens of bright stars that were deflected away by a red barrier Glitter fabricated. The ice beam. Glitter, sunny day. The sun broke through the windows and in the gym in such intensity if they turned into a steam of water. Solar beam now! The great sun ray of gold yellow light plowed into Starmie and moved it to the other side of the gym. The jewel in the center of Starmie began blinking, indicating its will to fight was low. Return! You're not bad. So let us continue with Seadra. Oh, Jesus. Well, I battled Seadra before in Claire's gym, but it's time for the advantage, because it is surrounded by water. Danny thought to himself. Okay, Glitter, the sun is out. Now time for another solar beam. Green. A dark cloud covered the gym and Glitter's solar beam was not shot accurately. He could see the attack until Seadra was seen standing within an inch away from Glitter. Get into the water, Seadra! Seadra swatted Glitter with a fin and forced it off the platform. The battle is ours! Use Tip-Down now! In the pool, Seadra was hammering Glitter with a charge after charge. The glass Pokemon...
Wait, hold on. What?
No, I spoke glass instead of grass.
This isn't cassette beast carry. There's no glass type.
You're like, wait, what? It was helpless in the water and couldn't escape. Alright, Seadra, finish it with Headbutt. Seadra bruised Seadra slammed Glitter out of the water and into the air with his hand. Caught the bruised grass tied in his arms and held the pocket above it and caught it back. Good work, Glitter. Now let's start where you left off. namely Dratini. Why did you choose Dratini? Ian puzzled. Well, he's still young and needs a lot of experience. Alright, get to it, but try to stay out of the water.
Cedra, smokescreen! We will have none of that, Danny protested. Dratini, blow it away with icy wind! Dratini blew out a strong wind, pushing the smokescreen back on top of Cedra. Cedra, get rid of smokescreen and then use Octazooka! Cedra flapped its spiky fins, deteriorating the black smoke and gathering a brown, muddy fluid in its nozzle, spitting it out like a torpedo right into Dratini's eyes. Ow!
It's gonna hurt.
Dratini, Octazooka shoots a slimy eyes, blinding it. Now's your chance, Cedra. You can't see to dodge your ice beam. The blue focus ice attack was on a direct path with Dratini, and it could not see which way to move. Dratini, take a bath now! Like a seal on land, Dratini slid into the pool. The water washed the sticky goo off its eyes, and Dratini evaded the ice beam. Lily, your Octazooka gunk comes off pretty quickly in water. Lily didn't look irritated at Danny's remark, but then again, since the battle started, she never looked that way. Time to end this. Dratini, Thunderbolt! Cedra, smokescreen! Oh no, you don't. Dratini, use agility and wrap around Cedra's nozzle. Dratini moved into the water and leapt out onto the place where Cedra was. Using its whole body, Dratini tied itself around Cedra's nozzle, preventing it from using any of its attacks. The little dragon used all the electricity in its long but small body to give Cedra a big zap. At a close range, the Thunderbolt has so much power that Cedra found it impossible to stay up. Okay, picture. Okay, there's the picture. It's like Dratini's like, take this, you're zapped. Cedra was unable to battle Dratini. Cedra is unable to battle. Dratini wins this round, Ian declared. Good, Cedra. Good, Cedra. Come on back. Okay, now it's up to you. Lily shot the red beam out of her Pokeball straight into the water, making it difficult for anyone to see what it was. Then a large white Pokemon arose that looked very similar to Seal, but it kept its tongue in its mouth, and its body was much longer and thicker. Dugong, the Pokemon's streamlined body has little dragon water. The colder the temperature, the friskier it becomes. Okay, I guess it's your turn?
Oh boy, nice type, Danny groaned, thinking of Cliff. Dratini is in the water, so Thunderbolt, Dugong disabled. Dratini didn't attack and stood perfectly still. Now Ice Beam! Dratini was helpless against the Ice Beam and was slowly encased in frozen water. Come back! Deceiver go! Dugong disabled! And then they love it. Wait. Don't move a muscle or whatever you use to move around. Dugong tried to disable Deceiver, but it failed. Good job, Deceiver. It can't disable if you don't
do anything.
If you don't do anything. Now use your mind to lift Dugong up. Dugong began floating to the top of the gym, and its immense weight was a great stress on Deceiver's mind. Don't give in, Deceiver. Convince yourself that Dugong is light in your mind, and it will
be. What is this, Yoda? Yoda and Luke? Only different in your mind.
It's kind of like last time with Dratini. It's like use your pinky finger. Use your pinky finger. What the heck is a pinky finger? Okay. Soon, Danny and all his friends were chanting in unison. This was enough to make Deceiver even believe the giant water Pokemon slide, and it crashed Dugong into Lily's platform.
Okay, let's
That's is that foul play? Because it looks kind of nasty.
Okay, that is psychic. And there's a picture.
I feel bad for the little guy though, because he's like, what the heck is happening?
I think Mr. should be smaller in this, but we'll just pretend the dugong's a bit in the distance. Okay, there we go.
Both fell into the pool same time as Lily got quickly out, but Dugong was much slower. It remained underwater for several minutes. Deceiver decided to take a chance, and its thunder attack was sent through the water. In turn, Dugong flowed to the surface, bellied up with knocked out from the total power surge. Yikes.
Well, that they fucked up that dugong.
Well, that did it. Dugong is unable to battle. Since Deceiver has no hands to slap Danny, they give each other headbutts. You must give each other a kiss or something. There you go. Lily cried, throwing a small object to Danny. After further examination, it turned to be the gym bag, which looked like a water droplet. That's the cascade badge. Yeah, I got my... Danny was about to enjoy his victory when he saw the faces of Polly and everyone.
What? Danny, it's a known fact that whenever you get a badge, you say something like, "This is my first badge, this is my second badge, or I'm halfway to the Pokemon League." Susan noticed. It's getting old. All right, it's starting to get on my nerves too, Danny answered. Freaking Ash did that all the time. Two of Danny's Pokemon were in need of medical attention, and so they had no alternative but to heal them at the Pokemon Center they had visited earlier. Polly thought they should phone their parents for more advice, and she was the one to call. Them. Cassie was the only one to answer the phone. "Mom, it's us again," Polly informed. "And I already have one Kanto badge," Danny jumped in. "That's nice, dear," Cassie replied, but not in any way surprised. "Mom, I have a question. I have a question for you," Polly stated. "What is it? Didn't you and Dad used to live in Kanto?" "That's right. That's right. Dan walked into Vision? View, I think View.
Yeah, there's the one.
Surprising them and Cassie. "But we moved here so I could start my school." "Hey, Dad, you said you lived in a place called Life River City. Is it near here?" Danny inquired. Quote, both Dan and Cassie got serious looks on their faces, but Dan's looked harsher. "Danny, I don't want you or your sister to go going to that place. Do you understand?" Danny at first thought his father was kidding, but his tone of voice and attitude convinced him he was serious. "But why?" Polly asked, curious as was her brother. "Just do as your father said." They're acting like parents. Oh my gosh!
Finally!
They're actually acting like parents for once. "Just do as your father."
I forgot what happened to that city.
We don't know. It's mysterious at this point.
Okay.
Just do as your father says," Cassie replied, backing him. It took a little while, but Dan lightened up and returned to the conversation. "So, which city are you in, Polly?" "We're in Cerulean City, and Danny got a Cascade badge at the gym." "Kanto is a great place, but I'm sure it's changed a lot since I was there," Dan theorized. "Hey, you said you're in Cerulean City. That's great. Your Aunt Emily's ranch is only a couple miles out of town.
Oh, dear.
We're getting into this. "You should drop in and see your family. The last time we were there was just before we left for Johto. Polly, you were probably too young to remember, and Danny, you weren't even born yet. Oh, look at the time. You keep yourselves out of trouble and call us whenever you need help. Good.
How many pages do you want to do, by the way?"
"Goodbye," the two parents said, hanging up. "Did you hear that? I guess we should take a break sometime soon. We've been we'll read up until like we're 2 hours into the live stream or something.
I think we are almost there. Yeah, we still have 15 minutes to go then, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Goodbye," the two parents said, hanging up. "Did you hear that, Polly? Danny asked as he got excited. Aunt Emily's ranch is right near here. Now we can go see all the Pokemon.
Emily is like, I'm sensing a disturbance coming towards my way.
Now we can see all the Pokemon that I've caught.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes, look, Nurse Joy has your Pokemon healed, Danny. Let's go right now, Polly insisted. I don't know why there's a massive gap here, but whatever. Danny's virtual map took them. I'm just gonna. Oh. No, I'll just bring it up a bit. Danny's virtual map took them outside of Cerulean City and onto a short trail. Branches sheltered them from the harsh rays of the sun. The trail was very dry, and everywhere they walked, they kicked up clouds of dirt. The ground was uneven and slanted a tad to the right. A wooden railing was set up to keep hikers from falling off. On the other side of the railing was a steep and perilous pit. I never finished that, apparently. I wish I could have brought my bike, Danny complained. You can ride on my giraffe rig, answered Polly. No thanks, but I sure wish my Dratini would evolve into a Dragonair, and then a Dragonite. I could fly high then. Susan saw a very large pair of mushrooms kneel down to examine them. Wow, I think these mushrooms are on top of Susan paused and pulled both mushrooms out of the dirt. Attached to the bottom of them was a small red insect Pokemon with 6 legs and stingers on the end of 2 of them. Okay, Carrie, your turn.
Can you imagine they were talking? They were just like, and so we are doing this the other day, and it's like, oh. Who picked this up? I knew it was a Paris. Paris, the Pokemon with the mushroom Pokemon, ate his tails with mushroom spores when he was born. As his body grows, mushroom sprouts from its back. I'm getting hungry for some mushrooms. Oh. I'm going to catch this, Paris. Susan declared. Spike on, go get it. Paris is like, oh, what the heck?
She's like, there's a giant Pokemon that wants to kill me. Help!
Paris sprayed out spores and at his enemy, missing them by a short distance. Susan, this spore attack can put the Pokemon to sleep on contact, Ian warned. Icon, take it out with the sludge bomb. Susan's Nidoking spat out a fast hunk of poison. Yikes. Covering Paris and draining the stream to nothing.
Okay, we have a picture. Picture is this one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh, poor Crab. He was like, what is happening? I was just fighting.
Susan's like, yes, torture it. Do it.
Do it.
Pokeball, go. Wait.
Yeah, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you noticed that every time we say go, anything in battle, go, the Pokemon go, Pokeball, air go, everything, blah, blah, blah. Then he pointed out, yeah, let's stop that. Ian just suggested. The Pokeball did a good job and trapped the mushroom Pokemon safely inside. The grass that bites the dirt. Another one bites the dirt. Susan smiled, stowing away Paris Pokeball. What's the view and grass Pokemon? Danny inquired. Because you train grass and ground type, because I believe them they should work together. What about your water Pokemon then? Hey, don't ruin my style, Polly. Susan warned. Let's just go. I want to go to see the cool Pokemon I have on the ranch. Danny said, running ahead. Come on, Danny, can you wait? Polly ordered. Danny kept running faster and faster, but he carefully put his foot down a tree on the road and rolled under the railing. His arms clung onto the edge to stop himself from falling. Emily is going to have PTSD looking at Danny.
Help! He called. Polly was the first to hear him. For one reason, she expected that something would happen. It's like Polly's like, I am so sick of your shit, Danny. I am sick of this nonsense. Every fucking time. I love Polly.
By the way, I'm looking at something about how to handle a hyperactive child. Playing sports, obstacle course, going for a walk or run, jumping a trampoline, and climbing. Okay. Dan is having PTSD looking at climbing.
Expected something would happen. What? So wait, who was just reading? Was that you?
Yeah, that was you.
Wait, so I'm reading here.
And I was reading something about how to handle a hyperactive kid. And one of the things you can do is climbing. You can go climb a jungle gym, a tree, or if you were lucky enough, a rock wall. Dan is going to have PTSD when he heard the word climbing. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Danny's friends nearly ran to. What's happened? Being off the trail, Danny's friends nearly ran right by him. Well, Danny, you've done it again, Polly announced. Polly's like, I'm done with your shit. Just hurry and get me up. I'm slipping. Dan's arms were slowly sliding over the ground, and before anyone could help, Danny, he lost his grasp and fell. Freaking Polly, do something. Danny, they screamed in alarm. And that requires quotes. Ian had concealed on his back, but not only a sword. On his back, not only a sword, but a bow. And several arrows as well.
Yikes.
He swept his bow out and tied climbing rope around one of the arrows, shooting it into the tree near behind him. I think Danny's already dead. By the time you did that. You're fast, Ian, but I think Danny's gone now. Oh, hold on to the rope, he ordered. Then, as if he had done it all before, he jumped over after Danny and ran along the side of the cliff, rapidly losing altitude. Danny's head hit a rock and his pupils rolled up. But the hit slowed his falling, and Ian caught his hand just before his long rope came to an end. All right, so this is around here. Is another picture. Okay, so yeah, this is the picture.
Let me see. Oh, dang.
Freaking Danny, you've done it again, you little bastard.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
At the top, Polly and Susan heard a sound that sounded like a snapping twig. They looked over at the tree and saw Ian's arrow had broken in half and the rope was sliding across the ground. Both of them tackled it and gripped it tightly. Pull us up, Ian exclaimed. You're too heavy for us, Polly answered. But not our Pokemon. Spikehorn, help us pull the rope. The muscular Pokemon pulled the rope up like it was holding a kite string. In a matter of seconds, Ian rose.
It looks like Spikehorn was like, okay, I got caught. Like I just beat up. I just beat up a tiny guy, and then it's like, what is happening? And oh my god, what are you guys doing?
What's going on here? Ian arose with Danny in his left arm. Polly was alarmed to see Danny's forehead bleeding. Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound. Okay, hold on. I have to send you something.
It's just a scratch.
You pansy! Hold on. Okay, I sent you a picture.
Polly is going to kill you.
I just sent you a picture, a GIF.
It's just a flesh wound.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound, Ian reassured, but it needs to be cared for nonetheless. Really, Ian? Well, we didn't know that. We were just going to let it fester and get infected.
Nidoking looking at it and be like, kid, I wouldn't say that. Seriously. Uh,
Our aunt's farm isn't far now. Let's take him there, Polly insisted. Uh, Inside Danny's mind at that moment, he was remembering the mysterious Pokemon he saw back on Cianwood Island. He was standing before it was. He was standing before. What? Hold on. This sentence structure is making my mind boggle. He was standing before it was nothing else but darkness around him. He was standing before it, and there was nothing else but darkness around him. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay, Carrie, your turn. How long is this? Okay, we're almost done with the live stream.
Okay. But darkness surrounding something that he didn't expect. The Pokemon spoke to him. Young one, take heart, for you are about to face a great task. What do you mean? Who or what are you? I am Lugia, guardian of the sea, but your trouble is on the land. One whose own lust for power has overcome him. You're the one who must save it. But who is this person? That's all I will tell you for now. I must go, but when you require my aid, use the feather that I have given to you. Then Lugia became...
What? Carrie? What?
I was telling my sister about that the flower will have gone bad, and she was like, "Oh well, we're just going to use some yogurt next time."
Oh, okay.
Then Lugia became a shadow and disappeared. The sudden occurrence brought Danny to his senses. His head was in great pain, but he didn't prevent him from taking a look around. He saw the same familiar faces, but he had usually seen them on the monitor screen. "Hello there, Danny." Emily's soft and calming voice welcomed. "I'm Emily, and am I on your ranch? Where are Polly and Susan and Ian? Just relax, they're all here." "You took quite a fall, Danny. I mean, quite a fall, you stupid..."
"You stupid brat!"
Danny felt his head and rubbed the bandage on there. "Danny, I want you to keep those on until I tell you to remove them." "Okay, then." Danny said, lightly touching the bandages. "Hello," said a feminine, childlike voice. Danny looked to see and saw Alicia wearing a yellow shirt and striped skirt with a colorful pattern. "Hey, you know me, right?" "Now, Alicia, you're supposed to be helping your sister and brothers feed the Pokemon." Danny's going to be here a while. Now go and do your chores, young lady." "Fine." Alicia conceded, sounding unwillingly. Very unwilling. She stumbled and making much noise. She possibly could as much noise as she possibly could be when leaving the house. Polly was there was a neck face look at Danny, and she didn't look happy. "Mom and Dad were right when they said you couldn't handle this journey alone."
"You think?"
Danny hid his face under the nearest pillow. "Dad!" Danny lifting the pillow off Danny's and saw his old ferret whom he sent away. It looks as playful as ever. "Hi, ferret. Ferret!" I'm going to go out and see what other Pokemon I can find." Danny carefully got out of bed and walked to the door. His eyes saw so many plains and acres, and it was incredible. Trees, ponds, hills, and several play areas for the Pokemon were all around. There were different types of Pokemon everywhere, which spending their time in different ways. Danny couldn't look at one thing and be satisfied. He examined everything. Everything looked intriguing, but one more than the others. Flames of roaring fire began shooting upwards from a small forest on the island. Oh no, there it goes again. Emily sighed. There it goes? Susan asked. Red Knight. What is a Red Knight? Asked Danny. Red Knight is your father Caesar. No, it's not. No, it's not. That was Lance.
Oh yeah, he got it from Lance. That's right. He belonged to Lance or stayed with Lance, and then he kind of went along with Dan, or she went along.
Danny's uncle had a mustache, a blue T-shirt when wearing black jeans. Big T-shirt. He also had a green cap on his head and carried a bag of fertilizer. She loves fighting powerful fire Pokemon. But fire? That's Caesar's only weakness. Danny exclaimed. Yeah, she fights fire Pokemon because she's already beaten each other Pokemon on the ranch.
Okay.
Can you imagine if he tried to fight I don't know what the fire dog or whatever fire Pokemon, and they are just like you are just going to hurt yourself, and she's like, fight me. Or are you too scared, you scaredy cat?
Let's see. I'm trying to see because there's another picture coming up, and I was thinking we could like just read down to the picture and then stop there. I don't know. Huh. Okay, we're actually at the picture. Okay, so this will be the last page we read. This I have to see, Danny declared, shaking from pure excitement. Danny's head injury still couldn't stop him from doing what he wanted. It should! Freaking Danny. He is going to get himself killed 100 times over. He's so reckless. He ran out to the forest like it was a short jog. In the center, many trees were burning, but water Pokemon would come and put out the flames with their water gun attacks. Every fire type you could think of surrounded Red Knight. Arcanine, Magmar, Ninetales, and even a Charizard all looked hopeless for Red Knight as the fire Pokemon got ready to burn her with flames. All right, here's a picture, the last picture of the evening. And it is this picture right here.
Oh, they are like, you know, you are going to hurt yourself. Fight me.
Yeah, it's like Red Knight's like, fight me now. I dare you.
The others are like, no, you are going to hurt yourself.
All right, we'll just read this and then call it a day. There is no way she can get out of this one, Danny doubted. The flames poured out of the fire types and went straight into the middle, where Red Knight was standing. As she was engulfed, the fire Pokemon looked pleased, but the battle was not over, for Red Knight was behind them now. Now it charged in and slashed through one after another. Soon they were all so damaged that they fell to their knees. Danny's jaw dropped as he saw the mind-boggling skill of the steel fighter. Polly and the others soon arrived and were also surprised. No way, Ian denied. How could she do that? Susan questioned. She's so fast, Danny quivered.
She's a bully. She's a bully.
The battle over, Red Knight laid back and began to meditate. How could she possibly have gotten so swift and quick? I can tell you, Alicia interrupted, appearing out of nowhere. You can? Susan said with interest. Sure, it all started years ago when Red Knight first came to our ranch. This happened before I was born, but my parents told me about it. Red Knight fought and defeated all the Pokemon except the fire types. When she fought them, each time she would lose. Not loose. Her main weakness was fire, and she wasn't fast enough to dodge them. So she decided to find a way to train to enhance her speed, and it had to be a way that fire types would never use. Then it was clear to her. In the water, the density is much greater, and so if she trained in it, then she got back into she trained in it. Then when she got back into normal density, her speed would be better. Not to mention the type of training would practically kill fire types if they attempted it. Though I honestly question the logic of that, because obviously fire Pokemon have to drink water, So I wouldn't say that necessarily they would get hurt by being in it. I only think it's water attacks that hurt them. Except for Charmander. He straight up dies in the water. Don't put a Charmander in a pool. He'll be dead. All right. Well, we reread almost over 20 pages. That's pretty good. So, Carrie,
we survived.
it's been a heck of a night. It's been a heck of a night of reading. So, we have witnessed bad parenting. We have witnessed Danny almost getting himself killed multiple times. And we have witnessed Polly being driven insane by her brother. So yeah, heck of a story.
You are now allowed to evolve into this form.
Okay. Woo. All right.
Wait, sorry, I just found this. The title is like, you are not allowed to evolve into a form like this.
然后当我的亲友们直接艾特我，我看到这个东西我是崩溃的。
The guy making the video was like, my relative sent me a picture of this CGI and I broke down.
你
You
不准变成这个，
are not allowed to become like this.
不
You
准变成这个样子。
you shouldn't be like this. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
后面我更绝的是，我亲友就跟我讲了一件事情，他说变不了的，绿色的木小是闪光的，红色的才是正常的。
The green one is the green one is normal, but the red one, the green one is not normal. It's shiny in Arceus. Is it? I don't know, but it was adorable still. No matter what, I still think that they are adorable. Shut up, guys.
Yeah.
Shut up, guys. You have no say this.
Okay. Well, it's time to
他
end.
说红色才是正常的。
Well, it's
What
time
is
to end the
this?
live stream.
I know.
Okay.
You.
We'll see you next time where hopefully Danny will get some sense. Probably not.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Dude, look. I'm sharing my screen. Look at